All right. I want to talk about something real quick. And I know it's probably a little early to do this. And I know I'm going to come back. Look at my yam. Look at her. Look at her. Ain't she pretty? Anyway, I wanted to talk about this. If you're a new gardener or you've been gardening, if your stuff is outside, you need to get you some of these. These are called organza bags, and they come in all different sizes. I've got bigger bags because these are pears. Y'all know pears gonna get bigger than that. But for right now, I wanted to bag those. Okay. Now you may say, well, why are you bagging your stuff? If you'll ever notice, I have bags on my figs. The minute I start to see if any persimmons whole, I will bag my persimmons. I had that persimmon bagged all the way until it got ripe last year. If you notice, I got tulle over my strawberries. Tulle is a similar material to organza bags, and it does the same thing. Even though I have cats, and a lot of time, and if my citrus do, now my citrus usually stuff leave my citrus alone. But if it don't, I'm gonna bag it too. Organza bags are just too cheap for you to kind of sleep on getting you some. I missed one. I missed this one. Missed that pair. But y'all can see. And so what this does is, believe it or not, just soon as your stuff get ripe, the squirrels know, the birds know, anything that wants your stuff know. The peaches, they'll leave your peaches alone. I'll show y'all the peaches. They'll leave your peaches alone until they get good and ripe. And I want to show y'all, this is the most peaches I've gotten in I don't know how long. If these peaches hold, I'm going to feed and water this tree like hell because I want them to hold. Y'all keep in mind when your trees is fruiting, it's just like a pregnant woman. She got to eat for two. This tree is pregnant. It's got babies on it. You got to feed this sucker and you got to water it. So make sure, I know they tell you to feed your trees twice or whatever, depending on what you feed them. I'm going to make my little natural liquid fertilizer, what I make out of my little weed tea and stuff. As a matter of fact, a lot of this stuff you see right on the bottom, I'm going to snatch it up. It's sucking up nutrient. I'm going to snatch that stuff up and put it in that bucket and let it rot down, and I'm going to water. It's not going to hurt you to water these trees with that liquid food that's going to go straight into the trees. The tree can take it up immediately, and to give it a little extra nutrient, because I'm telling you, don't feed them enough, they're going to drop their fruit. Because I'm going to be honest, I was kind of neglecting my trees for a while, and they'd sit up and drop fruit, and then I get one or two peaches, and it'd be the best peaches I ever had in my life. But I'm pissed because I ain't get but one or two. That didn't make it. I'm going to leave you alone. But yeah, y'all, so like I said, when these peaches get a little bigger, I'm going to bag them. Because I do not want, as soon as this get ripe, the birds come in here and peck a hole in the side of it, and then the ants get in there, and then you don't want it at that point. You can cut the bad out, but you get what I'm saying. You don't hardly want it. This fig here, the birds are sure enough. But when I bagged my figs last year, I didn't have no problem out the birds. Cause the birds, I don't know if it's cause they can't see the fig or they can't get through the sack. I don't care what it is. Leave my stuff alone. You see what I'm saying? The same thing goes for now your blackberries. It depends on how many blackberries you got, cause y'all know how a blackberry bush do. It will have so many berries you can't bag all of them. It's too many. Mulberries the same way. At that point, I feel like maybe you ought to get you some tulle. Maybe wrap that limb or wrap the clusters of berries, or just a lot of time if you just put tulle in the vicinity, you don't have to wrap the whole plant. When those animals or critters try to climb up there and that tulle catch hold to them, they'll run off. They think it's a trap and they won't have nothing to do with it. So I got tulle that I'm gonna try to strategically seek in our place and keep. Now this tree may give me so many pears that I don't know if I'm gonna be able to bag them all. I don't know. Like I said, organza bags is cheap. You get, no, it ain't. A lot of them blooms didn't hold. Like this right here, it was about 30 or 40 blooms there. And you can see some of these, like these here. they didn't get pollinated. So a lot of these places, so I may be able to bag this fruit in this tree, because you'll see you may have 2 or 3 or whatever, you know. So that tree gonna give me some good fruit. But what I'm saying is, the tree won't be loaded down so to where I can't bag. Like I said, if I couldn't bag, I'm gonna get some tools and wrap up through there, because those squirrels is the main thing that go after your pears, especially those green ones. Birds usually wait for stuff to turn another color, like when they turn red or orange, that's when they go for it. If it's green, they usually don't fool with it. But the squirrels will. The squirrels know when they're ripe. I think they can smell that stuff when it's ripe. I want to show y'all this. I moved this camellia, and this sucker's putting on new growth and stuff. Now, don't mind a lot of these old leaves. This is why I moved it as well, because where it was getting shaded out. It wasn't getting enough sunlight. And so a lot of these leaves, you see what I'm saying? But it's got new, pretty leaves. But anyway, pomegranate's looking good. I got some narcissus down there, but let me see. I want to show y'all these blueberries, and I'm gonna let y'all go show y'all how I did the blueberries. Because naturally, you can't just bag one cluster. And what you want to do is, you see this? I bagged the whole cluster there. So that's what you want to do. You want to bag that whole cluster, and you want to wait until all the flowers off. Like for instance, see that and still got that little white? Don't bag that. See these got the white? Don't bag those yet. Once the bees have got through pollinating, because you ain't for sure you're going to get a berry yet. See, this one must have got pollinated because that fell off. But see, those other 2 are hanging tight. So wait until all your little white bells fall off. They still green. Bag them suckers, because I promise you, as soon as they get blue, pretty, and ripe, the bird's going to get your stuff. So I just want to let y'all know about those organza bags. You can get them on Amazon, eBay, whatever. They come in different sizes. Just look on there and see what size you think you may need. When in doubt, get a bigger bag. They're very light. They don't hurt the tree. They don't hurt you. You can reuse them over and over, because I reused my bags from last year. There's absolutely nothing wrong with them. I anticipate being able to use those bags for years to come. I don't know how many years, but should be a while I'll be able to use them. So hope that helped y'all out. Till next time. See you guys later.